This is Travis at Three Corners Farm. Today I'm going to go over the two failures I had in my growing season of 2021. They're not really failures, it's just there are two areas I failed to keep up on. One is the weeds. Being this was a cattle pasture and a horse pasture for many years, I knew that the weeds would be pretty bad this first year. And I kept up on it until I got into where I was harvesting and selling. And then once I started doing that, I fell behind. As you can see, there's a ton of weeds growing now. You know, I've mulched it. I've even put cardboard, and I still got weeds growing through. Some of it is because this field behind me, they let go of the seed this year, and when they did that, the wind was blowing even more grass seed up and over into the garden area. And my second thing I fell behind this was my tomatoes. I have 2 rows of tomatoes, roughly 90 plants, and I didn't have time to either stake them or put up some type of support like trellises like I normally would do. And what happened is that my 2 whole rows actually fell together because the wind blew the other one over, and I had this huge hedge about 6 feet tall for the longest time. But as I started getting a little more time to work on it, I started trimming up the bottom branches to get a little better growth and to get a little sunlight to the base, and I water overhead, and I had to actually extend my sprinklers up just to get some water to the other rows. The majority of what I grow is green, so I like to overhead water to keep them cool in the hot summer days. So I don't do a lot of drip irrigation. And where I set these 2 rows of tomatoes was not where I really wanted them, but early in the spring they're the only rows I had ready, and I had to clean out the greenhouse so I could start some more starts. So I just planted them. And I have a whole new setup for next year. Now I'm going to run my tomatoes along the fence line. There's already wiring there, so I already have a pre-built trellis, but I'm not going to do as many tomatoes because where we're at, there's so many people doing tomatoes that I'll do a handful of plants to sell just to have at the farmer's market, and then the rest will be for us to can. Alright, those are the 2 failures for me for 2021 growing season. Remember, I'm building this whole farm by myself. I am no help, all by hand. So I expect to get behind on a few items, and it's nice to only really be behind on weeding and my tomatoes. And I have a plan to fix the tomatoes, and I have a process to help knock down the weeds for 2022. And that's all, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.